Hello, this is Falterfire, and this is my first video of the 1.1000 beta. So we are getting a new version, which one day hadn't committed to a new patch for quite a while, but we are getting one. The big thing this patch is, and it is a very big thing, is that as you see, when I choose other skins, now they have other passives. In addition to that, we are getting other skins for the 4 characters that previously only had one alternate skin. Although they don't have art yet, so Wendy's requested I not do runs with them yet. But so you can see it's like there's a second Anna skin, but the Anna skin doesn't have new art yet. We have a second Drova skin, but again it doesn't have art. Ditto with the Naima and the Megear skins. So I'll be doing videos on those later on in the beta once they have art. I plan to do videos with all of these new skins. Most likely, some of these things that you see here will be nerfed before we get to live patch, because some of them are fuck busted. I'm not sure which one specifically, but definitely we have a lot of potential here. So this is default Raodan, obviously. Here is Mage Raodan, let's say. This is Spells Raodan. So we have spell cost minus 20%. Which I'm not really sure how to evaluate. So default Raodan, you get 2 mana per turn. Spell cost minus 2 on a you need a 3 cost spell to get a discount of 1, because at 3 costs you get 3 times 0.2 is 0.6, which is going to be enough to reduce you to 2 cost, I believe, because Bridgewander's rounds, and so 3 minus 0.6 equal, or 80% of 3 is 2.4, which rounds to 2. And then to get, I think you need 8 mana to get a minus 2 cost. Yeah, because 7 times 0.8 is 5.6. We're just still going to round up to 6. So you need to get 8 costs to get minus 2 cost out of that. So you need to be playing like 2 3-cost spells, 2 3-cost or better spells, or 1 8-cost spell to be able to get 2 mana out of that, which is a little questionable. The other thing is you do get Spell of 2 whenever you freeze an enemy, which is nice, but I'm not sure how good that is. Obviously makes Ice Bolt slightly better, or Ice Blast slightly better, but you don't get growth anymore. Should have gained per mana spent on spells. This is fine, although you don't have the extra mana to work with, so that hurts it a little bit. You do draw a spell from your deck every turn, which is good. It does make like looping spells better, although it isn't really strictly speaking straight up stronger than draw 1 more card per turn. Because you do still draw an extra card for just a specific card. So whether or not that's better depends on your deck. Well, obviously, if it's not better, if you're not playing spells, you aren't playing this deck. Finally, we have the one that I'm going to be showcasing this video, which is apply 20% of another random status whenever you apply status. So if I apply 10 Arcane, I'll also apply 2 of a random status, which I think can be any status. It says another. But I believe that, like, if I apply 10 Arcane, it can also apply another 2 Arcane. I don't think it has to be, 10 Arcane and 2 Frost or Shock. But it could be. It could be those, but I think it can also be Aura Arcane. Then you have the level 4 passive, which gives Crystallize 1 to affected enemy whenever you trigger a status, which seems incredibly good. Because that stacks super, super well with Occult Ritual. The level 7 passive, they made wrong on purpose as a joke. Frostbite damage is affected by Crystallize. This is basically worthless, I think. If you have enough Crystallize for it to matter, you should be doing better things than Frostbite. And finally, Frozen Shock enemies take 500 damage from Arcane Detonations. I assume that is each. So it's plus 10 damage on Frozen, plus damage on Shocked for Arcane Detonations, which is very good. So with that in mind, what is this deck? I don't even know. Oh, that was me trying to figure out a big spell set. We're going to get rid of that for now. I'm going to build a new deck, trying to play around with the new passives. So we're going to be doing status. So we are going to be starting with Occult Ritual. Also going to be adding... Spark doesn't seem bad. We can just run Overcharge. I want Manage Alt. Because I think we are going to want some self-status, probably. Maybe not. I think we do want Meditate. Because we don't have the self-growth source anymore. We also don't have extra card draw on this version, which is notable. Trying to figure out what I want to do with mana here. And then I don't hate having like a Haunted Memories, because Arcane League seems pretty okay here. I also like Frozen Solid, although I would like some creative cards to go with that. Treasures seem potentially okay. Could see going like a treasure hunt, although I could also see not doing that. Let's look up create. We did get some card changes, but not many. Most of the card changes are pretty minor from what I could see. We do have... I'm deciding if I want that Frozen Hide. Kind of just want more status application. I just have to decide what I'm doing as far as status application goes. I don't hate going back to the Distill or going Distill instead of a Focus. I'm trying to figure out exactly how this is going to shake out. I also don't hate going just assisted focus. Yeah, thinking is hard. So I have a meditate. What other status application could I do? I don't hate doing just like a Reforge. It's not a status application, I realize, but... could go and treat Calamity. I don't love it. I don't hate it, but... tend to find it a little awkward. Could go Ferric Rhyme. Debating if I just want to go like Frozen Solid or like... we probably need a shield card. Just go like Pocket Shield and see how that works. And I think we just play this like this. And we'll see how it goes. I do think there is an Occult Ritual build for new Raodan that is going to be busted, but I don't know what it looks like. Corruption seems like probably an issue. Cruelty seems like... I kind of would like to go Cruelty here. Because I do think Cruelty... I don't want to go Corruption and Cruelty. But Cruelty would be pretty good. We do have the two Transformers, which makes me okay with White Flame Idol. Just thinking, like, I would like some of the Cruelty cards here. Let's do that. It's risky, but we'll see what happens. Alright, we're fighting Destruction and Avarice. That's good. I kind of just buy everything. Now we're just gonna do it. I forgot the money. We're not using Doom, we're not using Burn. That might happen. That might happen incidentally. And we'll see how it goes. So we are fighting White Flame Guardians, and we are fighting Cruelty all the way through. So I have all the chances of Cruelty cards, but flip side of that is that I do have to deal with. Now, I'm going to take mana card, and then take Charred Chill, planning to get rid of it, obviously, but Sifting Ring is just incredibly good. Not really the starting things we wanted to see, but the mid-boss is we wanted to see, but I am pretty happy with this. Because I would like to get an Arcane Ablution. Thinking through like how the mana shakes out here. Okay. The other thing is like we are on Bug Watch because and I just was not paying it. Okay, so that did do 20 damage, which is how much we were expecting. We're on Bug Watch because like this is first patch, so plenty of chance for bugs. We just toss that. We're going to use this. And that'll start counting up for next turn. We don't have a way to cleanse, which is a bit obnoxious. Especially because, yeah, that can happen. I don't know that we need to do that again. Let's do that. Not as much as I would like to have done, but could be worse. That's worse. If we do this, we explode, but I think it's worth it. I think another good occult ritual should get us there. Oh yeah, occult ritual definitely wins us here. Because yeah, that'll be big detonations. And that's kind of, that's good. It's not what I was hoping to see, but it'll work. I could go here. I still would like to have an Arcane Evolution. We don't have a reroll token though, and it means giving up an event, which I don't think is worth it. That makes me want to go back and take it, because this is the worst event. Because now instead of getting a normal fight that gives us stuff that's useful to us, we get a normal fight that doesn't. I think we just get mana for next turn. It's a little weird playing a Raodan that just doesn't have extra mana to work with, but... Alright. Kind of want to just ice that. I should ice the board. And we just hold on to that for the moment. We need exploding next turn when we draw that. Fortunately, we did draw a thing to go with it. Okay, that does crystallize us, which I do want to report. Okay. We don't have a way to transform. We don't have a way to draw cards. Draw cards is obviously kind of an issue with this list right now. I was going to... We don't have a way to transform. What am I saying? So I get for tabbing out to report a bug and then getting distracted. And then just gives 20 more damage, which is not bad. May just be what our best play is. The option we do this, which is not going to be enough freeze. Okay. We're going to take a minor beating. That's good. How much are you? Definitely, this list is not particularly, it's not feel particularly strong. Which doesn't mean I'm giving up on the, which does not mean I'm giving up on the passive. It just means that I think that I have possibly made a mistake in, and by possibly I mean definitely made a mistake in how I've set this up. Just still trying to figure stuff out. Obviously, this is my very first run with. Alright, invest seems potentially good. And then, ooh, this seems very good into Cruelty. Curse Sorcerer is also very good, but we haven't found Cleanse yet. I I think we have to go here and hope for cleanse. But I think I do want that because it seems potentially very valuable against cruelty, which we know is going to be a thing throughout the run. Alright, freeze everything. I think the Haunted Memories is underperforming a little bit. I would like to transform that, I think. It would be nice if we could get the Occult Ritual sooner than like the bottom of the deck, but you know. Once the Occult Rituals get rolling, we're in pretty good shape. And this has been actually surprisingly good at getting us growth out. I say surprising, but I don't know that I'm actually that surprised. I think we pitch that. I'm trying to think through like how the mana shakes down here. This is not enough ice. I think even with the, yeah. Even with the growth. Oh, but we get the random status. That's the thing I was forgetting about. I've not been paying attention to that this whole time. Which, admittedly, doesn't say amazing things about it, but it did matter there. And then this will probably do pretty devastating things to what I pointed out, but I think I just want to get that off the board. I certainly can't complain about the damage we've been getting out of those detonations, although I've not been doing a great job about my own survivability. That's a personal problem. Have backup. Yeah, and doing that for the week, honestly. The random status does go really well with the Occult Ritual because we get to do, and so does the Crystallize, obviously. Draws the shock, but I don't really care. Alright. Should do quite a lot of damage. And there we go. And we did not get what we were looking for. Scald Incantation is okay, but I think it's underwhelming. I think Rifle Search does more for us. I should have actually considered the Brainstorm. So we are short on draw. Right. And we can ice you as well. Alright. Rude. I think that's not actually happening this turn. Alright, this will get 2 debuffs on each of them, which then turns this to 4, which turns that online. Although we got a freeze on the one that is least useful to freeze there, but Alright, there goes our white flame. Really could use some more defense. Crystallize for everyone, not just us. We do want to get that out. And then use freeze incoming damage. Definitely need more draw. So I could actually get a lot out on you. I'm thinking through how I sequence this. That is 10, so that will freeze you. Let's blast you a couple times. Because I was mostly hoping to see if, yeah, how much frost I could get out. You're exploding here. But we do get to draw a card for that. So that's something. We could also get a trash card, which less a fan of. And we are slightly overkill on mana cards at this point. Alright, no kill quite. Which is unfortunate because now we're going to take a lot of damage. Yeah, this list is not really working. But it is a first draft. If we can make it past mid-boss, it's possible that like we'll be able to pick up some speed up that'll help. Draw cards. This is not the cards I was looking to draw. That's fine. This should be reasonably effective. Although I'm in this awkward position here where I really don't want to draw I really don't want to draw into my Occult Ritual there. Because that was what I was looking to draw into, but then I would no longer have mana if I had drawn it there, which would have not been good. So yeah, definitely not an amazing showing for us right now. That is at least gone. Cleanse doesn't hurt. This will kill whatever we pointed out. We're gonna start there because this one's closer to freezing. Alright. There's an unfortunate mana issue, but oh, I was dumb. I could have gotten the mana there, I just thought I couldn't. Aha. Very happy to see that back to back. Less happy to see that. Well, I guess it ends up being okay. Alright. And then we should only need one more detonation, so. There we go. Not what we're looking for. This seems pretty hittable for us, although mana is not our concern. Things like, I guess, White Flame Shield is fine, it's just not really what we're looking for either. If I end up having to reset and rest, I'm just going to cut the White Flame Shield, I think. And that'll get rid of the Frenzy. Traps is going to make life easier on us. And we got 2 Crystallize out, which is a start, although I don't love it. Frenzy immediately comes back up. But what are you going to do about it? I don't really want to waste that right now. Although I guess it doesn't freeze. Still don't think we want to do that right this second. Oh. Maybe we do. I don't want to draw into an Occult Ritual I can't play. Especially with a Frenzied in it. Keeps that. I think we wait. Even though we could take damage here. We didn't. Because I wanted to leave open the option to get White Flame stacking going. Alright. Alright, that'll do for now. Slowly stacking White Flame. Or slowly stacking Growth. Oh, I do kind of want to do that before we do this. I think that's more important than getting extra weather value out. Yeah, we are now up to 12 Crystallized. Which, admittedly, Cleanse can come along and ruin our day at any point, but means that we do now get a pretty large amount of status out. Let's actually do that, I think. Very happy to see that. Debuffs that? Yes, we are good to do that. Yeah, we had 104, and that's worth so much damage. So that's kind of where I'm hoping to be with this, where it's like, once we get rolling, we get so much damage from Arcane Detonation. Mystic Renewal is very good, obviously, still. That's still good. You obviously have to upgrade the Occult Ritual. You upgrade, I think the Frozen Solid, and I think I cut the White Flame Shield because I just am not sold on it. I'll get more options, more chances at it later if that ends up being what we decide we need. These 2 fights back to back is really tricky, but Dread Blast would be pretty good. Also, we could just go here and force out Flaming Strike, which is Cleanse access. Give me a second. Alright, we just plan to ice that. Can we even get to trying to count how mana works out? I think we just pitch that. Yeah, let's get mana out of this. It's fine. Alright, I don't actually want to ice that chill right now. Or is there something a little ironic about saying I don't want to ice the chill, but I stand by what I said. And then I think we just do this. And that gets us quite a lot of value. Fortunately, we do now have to deal with 2 trash cards, and we did see both of our crystals already. Fortunately, this detonation doesn't hurt too bad, although it does eat one thing. See about taking you off the board. This kills you, but it's such overkill. They'll only get more overkill. I think we don't need to do that again. Ends up being slightly awkward in how this shakes out, but I think this kills you. Should at least get close. Goodbye. Right. We can transfer one of these at least. And then this will kill you, so you can't get to the trash cards. I don't really want to draw into a ritual yet. This should be pretty good. Bye. Alright. Yeah, we're definitely doing better than we were. I don't use this reroll here, but I don't want either of these. Or any of these. This we don't like because it uses up our shock. That we don't like because it uses... I think that was the least bad, but I still don't like it. Extra mana card draw every turn is bad. Does give us a little more draw. I think we take it. I don't know that we shuffle enough to make up for that, though. That's the problem. Because the issue is... Mess with it. I think we still do it. I think +1 draw is worth it. And then... just have to weigh whether this Dread Blast is worth going up against 2 fight. Well, we can always restart if we get completely smashed. Alright, now we're just going to get rid of that Transmute Armor because I don't think it does things for us. I'm not afraid to take the coward's way out, ironically enough. Unfortunately, this does not... Oh, no, it does. It's 12, not 15, because they're not bosses. I just kind of feel like bosses sometimes. Just did that for the extra status, for whatever it's worth. Which is not much, but a little bit. I don't love that. But at least we stopped them from giving us other fresh cards this turn. We don't want to do that while we are fatigued. They're exploding quite a lot. Can we just do that? Fortunately, we only explode it twice, which means we do get to keep our growth, such as it is. Alright. So, we're gonna do that. Alright. Getting way more shield than I actually need here, which is still fine by me. Just get mana squared away for next turn, because we have the frenzy turn coming up. I think we pitch. I'm really bad at counting mana. I think we need all of it. We could pitch that. And then we do that, which is not going to do quite as much as I would like. Doesn't do nothing. Oh, doing that is going to shuffle, which is suboptimal timing, but there's a chance that freezes. No luck. Fine, so did respectable damage. And there's no room for summons, which helps. I mean, they do get debuffed, but I just freeze this. Okay, let's do this. Get all that status out for value. One more detonation kills you. And we should get that one more detonation here. Like so. Things are definitely looking a lot better now than they were earlier in the run. I got pretty good luck on item pickups, and I still don't have that cleanse I'm looking for, but other than that, we're doing okay. I guess we can force out a cleanse in the next fight, which is not something I was thinking about, but we can get the White Flame cleanse card, which is pretty good. Is that lethal? I think so. Huge detonation is absolutely coming in handy. That's not what I'm looking for, but this seems good. And then we cut. I think the Haunted Memories has justified itself at this point. I don't know if we need the Meditate. It's hard to say. I don't hate the Meditate, certainly. I think the Mana Jolt can go. We've got those two mana cards, which are very good. I'm just planning to spin the reroll here on the cleanse card, if needed. I don't think we have a transform target here. Let's not get a trash card. That's a little bit of extra mana going into our frenzy turn. Frenzy turns are always good. I do not want to deal with a summon. Oh, whoops. We didn't actually get rid of that. I am very clever. I think we're kind of just taking that one off the board. Yeah, those free 30 damage detonations are pretty good. And yeah, picking this up is absolutely pretty big. Do that. I haven't really been prioritizing Powerful because I don't think it's that valuable to us with this particular list, but I could play that. It doesn't seem terrible. He's giving up our shield source, but we get so much value out of getting that double freeze this turn, like, it's really worth it. Especially because now we have an ice block. And, you know, holding ice block, always pretty okay. Right, I don't get back, whatever, because it's no longer in the list. We can kill that. And then, as silly as it is, I just want to ice that so we don't have to deal with a trash card. Okay, we don't have enough mana for everything. Gets very close to killing, but doesn't quite get there, which is unfortunate. But icing that means we now only eat one detonation, which is... And then it's going to die to a curse, so that should be fine. Because now we only need to find enough mana to put whatever. There we go. Alright. Fiery Cleanse, what we're looking for. Give us a cleanse source. That's actually not bad either. But I think we take this. I think we upgrade. I think it probably has to be mana. Yeah, I don't think we're doing well enough on mana for me to not upgrade mana. I think it has to be an actual mana with the +1 mana drop return. Okay. That's pretty good for turn 1. Alright, let's... Still kind of tempted to keep that. Yeah, I think we will for now. And then... I think we just get Curse out for now. Yeah, you do gotta love those 30 damage detonations. They're really doing, they're really doing some work. Just do that. That's going to be a freeze. And give him a free arcane detonation as a bonus. And yeah, now we are up to a ludicrous quantity of crystallize. Just pitch that. That's not actually lethal. That should be. I was thinking a 4-cost crystallize and it was still just devastating damage. That's very good, although it doesn't draw. It's very good mana. We do have the extra stats reduction. The extra max status. Frenzied Rage is also good. I don't know that we can quite support Frenzied Rage, but it is very good. The other options we reroll and we hope for specifically Incan Ritual or Incan Idea, which is seems risky. And Frostwave would also be very good. Flash Freeze is not really what I'm looking for. It's probably okay. I'm going to take it. I haven't used it in a while, and I'm curious if it'll end up doing good work. Kind of want to make Invest cheaper, so we can more consistently play it. I do like this being Growth 6. I think I upgrade the other focus, just 'cause, like, having the focus be able to spike to 5 seems very good. And then, I do not know about the cup. I don't want it to be Creative Outburst, but it might be. I think it does. All right. I think Elemental Breach should be on. That's a very good card when it is online. Although I wouldn't hate having the Crystal Ooze card that makes the crystallize the card. All right. Just thinking through like what this turn looks like. All right. And then I'm going to freeze something here. It's just a question of what. This is the most damage. I think it just should be that. I can do that this turn. This is awkward how this shakes out. I'd really like to have done things differently. So this has to happen. And then I think we just ice that. Yeah, starting fatigue is just really brutal. That's what this is for. And we pitch. I don't really have a target with that this turn. And we can do this. Love to see that extra frost come out. Right. We do take it out, but it could be a lot worse. And we get to make that go away. Let's go ahead and take you all the way out. I think I just have to do that. Thinking I wanted to do this in a different sequence, but possibly I was wrong. Got my summons. Okay. Like, hits aren't getting any smaller, so. So overkill it is. We get shocked. We don't get Arcane Blasted. And then we just need mana. And that should be very lethal. Alright. That'll work. Vop out over here listing a million different decks he wants to play now. Just take the Mind Tap. We don't have a way to deal with the health loss, but I think that's fine given how good that just generally is. We'll take the Doubling Spyglass and we'll figure out what we're going to do with it later. I haven't thought of what we use for Duplicitome yet, obviously. But... okay. Erratic movements, not hostile towards you. Makes drones like it is unhappy. We're going to inspect it closer. We're going to heal it. We're going to get free draw 4. So we can't get a heal out of this, but we could get Crystallize, which should be very good. Also get Dread Blast, which I think is also very good. This fight is the harder fight by a significant margin. I wouldn't hate having Devourers. Having Protect the Brood would be pretty okay. Crystal would be pretty good. I think we go here. I think Crystallize is pretty good for us. For a couple reasons. Yeah, I think we just do that. It's hard to ever pass up Frenzy. Which is something I feel like I've said before. I'm definitely going to Duplicitome that, I think. Definitely, I think. Question becomes, what do I stasis? Well, whatever it is I draw, I'm going to get draw me. So let's just stasis that. Then we're going to copy those. Make sure that's in our draw pile before we draw 4. Get one of these out. Get the other one of these out on you. Again, loving those ludicrously huge damage bursts. You're now ice. Alright, that's pretty good. And yeah, we get double ice, which is something you love to see. So we're just killing this one because it's not going to slow when it dies. We're starting to get kind of up there on stasis guards, which is perhaps a minor concern. Let's do that because we can get just like a couple more detonations out. I would love to not have to bother. I'm just going to get not spending a full damage card on it. Got my wish. And another finger on the monkey's paw curls. But I can do that. Let's see if I can get... no look, I'm finding an arcane detonation there. Might as well do this. There's no real point flash freezing this, obviously. But at the same time, it is funny. Iron dice is for 2 turns. So. And it gets out of crystallized. I suppose I'll get rid of this, finally. But first, you're gone. One thing that is definitely notable is that, like, we lose all of our progress towards our towards getting damage out every time one of them dies, but because we don't have any crystallize on them after they flip. But that's fine. This is gonna have to be a 2-parter. I split at the end of area 1. And that should be lethal. Absolutely brutal. I like it, but I think that we need, I think we'd rather have crystallize. Ooh. Huh. That's certainly not bad. I think I like what we have more. It's a tough call. I think this is good enough that I'm willing to just take this. Although, yeah, I think it's still good. And I think we cut the mind tap because it is draw, but I'm just not super sold on it. I honestly don't care about locking that particular turn out. So I'd rather just work on starting to kill this summon. Gonna do that. Okay. Just making sure mostly that it wasn't a cult ritual. If it was a cult ritual, I would have needed to have done the thing. I'm a bit worried about the Lifelong Guardians at the end of the next area. Just thinking through like how the turn shakes out. I think it makes the most sense to do this. Although, I will admit, I could be mistaken about that. But it made the most sense to me. I don't think I want to bother, I don't think I'm going to bother using that one thing this time, but... Oh, I meant to copy this. My brain just dorked. I had my whole thing planned out, and then I just mentally shortcutted on it, which was not the most useful thing I've ever done. But, let's be honest, not the absolute worst either. Let's do that. I want to get vulnerable on that, I think. But I do think I want this one to die first. That shouldn't play any sharp froth. Oh, because it was, that's interesting. So I think the way it worked was the amount it was trying to apply was halved, but the base amount was high enough that it worked out. Sorry, I need to get my brain together so I can actually explain what I meant. My brain is always pure liquid. I am never going to explain what I meant. That's going to be a lot of crystallized. But I was talking about before, that thought is gone. Alright, we do get to shuffle, which is actually kind of useful here. The reason we get to shuffle is because we needed to draw a mana card, we weren't holding any. Or we didn't have any of the dropout. Right, that's going to be a lot of additional crystallized. which can just be just very, very good. And that's the fight. Bye. Okay. Frostwave is very good. Can upgrade the Frostwave. Because it's very good. Can upgrade. Goes to 18. Still good. It's just not the most exciting. We make out the invest at this point. We're not really seeing it multiple times. I think the invest is what we cut. I want to upgrade the Mist Control, but I don't think we can hit it consistently enough. I think Essence Sap is going to be part of getting to whatever. And then we're going to cut yeah, the invest. And very good drops from that. Take whichever one we get offered. We do not want to lose the Cryo Flask. We wouldn't want treasure in our drop pile anyway. None of this is super valuable to us. We are moving on. And then we're going to pitch that. Let's ice you. I should have gotten that out first. There is all three of our transforms in the opening hand. And there's a Runestone, actually. Love to see it. Okay, eating some frost. We don't want to eat all the frost. I think we pitch that. So that is not enough ice to do what I want, but it will freeze that one. And there's the ice. There's transform for you. That'll work. Less a fan of that. Alright, shut you down. See how much damage I can do there. Alright. Pitch that. I mean, might as well. Getting those free bonus detonations. I'm just going to actually get mana here. I am just going to transform that as well, I think. Should kill you. Pretty handled. blow us up. I should ice you. And that'll, if not kill you, then at least really cramp your style. Yep, dead. I don't want to draw the Occult Ritual right this second. Could have just copied it because I think we could have won with it. But we'll win next turn for sure. If we can afford it, which I think we can. We're at over double damage. We are quite happy to see these guys arcane detonate themselves. And then we can... I could have gotten out. Freeze. Not that it's going to matter. Actually, it does, because it stops if I freeze them, they don't get a turn. Oh. No? That's taken care of. They still should do it just for the extra shield. Well, now. And out of curiosity, our Occult Ritual is now at... It only says 158, but that is definitely low. You're up to 250% extra crystallized effectiveness. That's very good. The other option here is draw. That's very good. I think I just take this. And we are still just shaky enough on draw that I'm going to take it. And we can cut like assisted focus, I think. Yeah, that seems okay. Means giving up our wit source, but that's okay. I think, although, again, draw is not our strong suit, so probably we shouldn't have cut any of our draw. But what's done is done. I don't want to get stuck not with this in hand unable to play it, although I guess it's not really a huge concern considering, but right, got one of them down. And they're all iced. Keep wailing on you. Wailing complete. And I was kind of afraid of that. The one time I decided to risk it, I am immediately reminded why it's not worth risking it. It's like 1 in 7 or 1 in 6 is good enough odds that it'll be fine, and it was not. Pitch that. We do get to get rid of this, which is important, of course. And then we can do that. And our go stacking silver. happening. Actually, I should... Oh, Steel Potome, it's not the other thing. That's a little unfortunate. I forgot that I'd already used the... for. That's okay. So all I need to do is be able to... Oh, whoops, that shuffle is actually a little unfortunate. Didn't mean I wasn't guaranteed. To draw into Occult Ritual this turn, which would have been nice. Don't need that, given that we only need Occult Ritual. And that'll kill. So the fun thing is, we're heading towards Crystallize, which is a pretty good card. Is that better than the Mystic Circlet? I think so, because it's 5 extra Max Arcane total, and it's also applies extra Arcane, which is nice. This is also not bad, but we've got a very good suite of trinkets right now, so we've got a pretty good item luck overall. So we're going to get a Crystal Breath out of this, which is going to be bonkers. So we do have to get through... I was going to say we have to get through the... whatchamacallit, but that's not really a challenge, is it? I think I'm just gonna do that and not use a duplicate on it yet. All right. That'll do some damage. That 90 damage, or 90 arcane, which is worth more than 90 damage actually, or no, it was worth 90 damage, but and more stuff. And then we pass turn, and it's super frozen. Pretty good turn. It's 1.5, really, because we had the whichever turn. Fortunately, we can't get rid of whatever, but I should have just spyglassed that. Wasn't even thinking about the fact that that was lethal. Well, we can rectify that mistake. And then we can use duplicate. Not because you should, but because you must. Yeah, this is going to be 2 parts. And this is a 6 mana. No, because this was with fatigue. This is only a. It's only like a 6 base mana cost on that. And yeah, that is pretty good. I don't think that's quite. We'll take it as a screenshot for end of part 1. And then It only got me a Crystal Breath for part 2. Alright. We aren't doing any spell damage. We don't really need that either. Yeah, we'll take it. Now I have a Crystal Breath. Ho ho ho. I think I like Haunted Memories Plus. Do we still need the Pocket Shield? That's kind of the question. I don't really need the Sanctuary, actually. That's very risky. Putting that Sanctuary absolutely could kill us. But I think we're playing aggressive, so it's going to be it for part 1. Part 2 is looking good. Just glancing over this map. I'll see you for that. Until then, toodles.